production of Peter Pan. To give you a little bit of information, I'm going to give you an opportunity to take out your cell phones, turn off the ringer, turn off the buzzer, turn off the screens, and don't look at them again until intermission, and then I'll give you the opportunity to put them away again at intermission, and leave them put away again. Just to make sure that you're not texting or checking the weather or your Facebook in the middle of the show. The glaring bright screen that we've got on our enormous smartphones is just very disturbing to the people around you. So even if it's silent, if that screen's on, it's still a nuisance. So if we can keep it put away, that would be wonderful. We will have a 10-minute intermission about halfway through the show. And when you'll have the opportunity to go out and get some more concessions, popcorn, soda from the Avenue. When you're out there, you will see two separate options or opportunities for donation. The first you got is that you can donate some money to the Avenue Theatre for improvements. We're very thankful to have this space to be able to perform in. Otherwise, we'd probably, just be in the courtyard maybe at the high school doing performances. So we're very fortunate to have a space to do performances in. And they are always looking for donations to do improvements on this space so that we can continue. So if you would like to donate to the Avenue Theatre, there's a bucket out there for that. There's also another bucket out there for 3 of our students who got admitted to the Missouri Fine Arts Academy this summer. And they are raising money to be able to attend for tuition money. There's a bucket out there as well if you would like to donate money for them to help them to be able to attend the Missouri Fine Arts Academy. A little bit of information about this show. We are actually fortunate to have been the only high school approved to perform this version of Peter Pan. And it's a really, I hope that you enjoy this version. We've been able to be in communication with the playwright of the show to give us a little bit of insight into what her intentions are. And it was her goal to make it a little bit closer to J.M. Berrie's his creation of Peter and Wendy in the book. So it's a little bit different than the Disney version that you may be used to. But we are very fortunate to be able to perform this show as well as have the permission and the blessing and the insight of the playwright to do this show. The students have been working extremely hard for what seems like forever through the snow and the canceled school, and their goal has to have created an excellent piece of theater, and it's my opinion that they have reached that goal, that they've worked very, very hard to do so. We appreciate you coming out for their final performance of Peter Pan.
Children, except one, grow up. They soon know they will grow up, and the way Wendy knew was this. One day, when she was 2 years old, she was playing in the garden, and she plucked a flower and ran with it to her mother. I suppose she must have looked rather delightful, for Mrs. Darling put her hand to her heart and cried.
Oh, why can't you remain like this forever?
This was all that passed between them on the subject, but henceforth, Wendy knew that she must grow up. You always know after you are 2. 2 is the beginning of the end. Mrs. Darling was a lovely lady with a romantic mind and such a sweet mocking mouth. Her mouth had one kiss on it that nobody could ever get, though there it sat, quite conspicuously, in the left-hand corner.
The way Mr. Darling won her was this. The many gentlemen who were boys when she was a girl discovered simultaneously that they loved her, and so they all ran to her house to propose, except for Mr. Darling, who took a cab and nipped him first. And so he got her. He got all of her except that kiss, and in time, he gave up trying for it.
They lived at number 14. They lived at number 14 and had 3 children. Wendy came first, then John, then Michael.
Of course they had to have a nurse, but seeing as they were so poor, owing to the amount of milk the children drink, their nurse was to be a fine Newfoundland dog called Nana.
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Me!
There never was a simpler, happier family until the coming of Peter Pan.
It begins here in the nursery.
Bedtime!
I won't go to bed. I won't. Cannot. It is 6 o'clock yet. 2 minutes more. Please. 4 minutes more.
Bedtime means bath time.
No, Beth, I won't love you anymore. Then I want. Water makes me sing.
Quiet, I'm concentrating.
Quiet! I'm concentrating. Now you be mother.
May I have my children, please?
I am happy to acquaint you, Mrs. Darling. You are now a mother. It's a girl. That's disappointing. Do me now.
I'm happy to acquaint you, Mr. Darling. You are now a father.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
We shall call him Caden Jones.
Now, John, have me.
We do not want any more.
Play nice with your brother, John.
I can handle this myself. John, it's my turn. For me. Wendy.
We cannot afford to have any more. Some say I. 2 is it.
No, 3, John. Say 3. Nobody wants me. I do. I think a third child is exactly what I want. Boy, girl. A boy.
Claire, help me.
What's the matter?
Matter what is the matter, you ask me? It's only this tie. I'm not tied around my neck. Around the bedpost, oh yes, 20 times around the bedpost. But around my neck, oh dear, no, it begs to be excused. I warn you, Claire, that unless this tie isn't around my neck, we don't go out tonight. And if we don't go out tonight, I lose this account. And if I lose this account, you and I stop and the children are thrown out on the streets.
Well, we certainly can't have that now, can we? So hold still. There. All better.
How'd you do that?
Time for your medicine, John.
Oh, Nana, no. I'm not even sick anymore. See, I'm so much better.
The doctor said once before bedtime he was very sure about that.
Certain, not certain. I believe we can all agree this is allergy. You can't control allergies, even with that bossy disposition of yours. John this, John that.
My goodness, such a lot of fuss. Now be a man, John.
No. They are rather sweet looking, George.
When the quiet women are not here.
George, do we have to go out tonight?
Claire, I already stated quite clearly that, what is it?
Only this, I had a dream last night. Or a sort of a dream. I was here reading them to sleep, I think, and I saw a boy.
Well, we have 2. Which one was it?
No, not one of ours. A strange boy. A strange boy floating outside the window looking in.
Outside the window. That's 3 stories up.
He was floating there and I recognized him. They say that his name is Peter Pan and he lives with fairies. They say he can't ever grow up. They say that when children die, he goes with them part way so they won't be frightened. Oh, I know there shouldn't be such a person, George, but what if there is? What if he's coming for them? I swear I saw him and he saw me see me grab and use those baby teeth, George, and he flew away. We have to stay home.
So you're saying the children are going to die tonight because the flying boy was a baby.
I know how it sounds.
But I don't think you do. You say you saw this Peter Pan person 3 stories up outside the window, and you admit that there's no such person yet. You keep insisting
Well, yes,
he's
I
going to
do
murder the
insist.
children
You
if
know,
we
you
go out
shot the
tonight.
children right next
Shut
door.
all shut
Scare
up.
them.
Nonsense, nonsense. Let me define it. Strange boy who doesn't exist.
I
is
said
gonna
you
make
should
me
resist,
lose
but I
the
believe
reporting
you
on my
You care about me, the children of all of us.
I
Listen,
care about
there are all
my
sorts of
you and
things
the
that
children
happen.
fed and clothed. Tonight you're talking about flying boys and death.
Keep your
and
voice
burying.
down.
I'm talking about the mortgage. Oh, hairs all over my suit. Dog prop place for the dogs in the yard. And that's exactly where you're going.
Nana doesn't like the yard.
I know, but it's only for one night.
Mom, where are you going?
Very important to your father.
Is something bad going to happen?
Of course not. Now go to bed, all of you.
She tucked the big sand enchantments over them. Little Michael flung his arms around her and said, Mother, I'm glad for you. That was the last words she would hear from them for a long time.
Come, Claire, we're going to be late.
Have you locked the window
watching them. Stars are beautiful, but they are forbidden to take an active part in anything. They must just look on forever. It was a punishment put on them so long ago that no star remembers what it was. So the old ones have become glassy-eyed and seldom speak, but the little ones still wonder. They're not really friendly to Peter, who has an awful way of stealing up behind them and trying to blow them out. But on this night, they are so fond of fun, and they were anxious to get the grown-ups out of the way.
So as soon as the front door closed on Mr. and Mrs. Darling, there was commotion in the firmament.
And the smallest of all the stars in the Milky Way broke ranks and screamed out, "Peter, now!" Tink! Tinkerbell, where are you? Come down here. Thank you. Now, do you know where it is? You know I'm not fluent in bells, stupid. Can you just help me find it? Yes! Good job. Okay. Go hide. I'll find you after I figure this out.
Boy, why are you crying?
What is your name?
Wendy, Moira, Angela, Darling. What's yours?
I'm Peter Pan.
Is that it?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
How did you get here?
I flew in through the window.
You fly?
Yes.
Where do you live?
Second to the right and straight on till morning.
What a funny address.
No, it isn't.
Well, is that what they put on your letters?
I don't get any letters.
But your mother gets letters.
Don't have a mother.
That must have been why you were crying.
I wasn't crying, and I certainly wasn't crying about my mother. I lost something. Guess what it is, and you can help me find it. Go on, guess.
Well, you have to give me a clue.
What's a clue?
It's a hint, a suggestion.
That's it, suggestion.
You lost your suggestion?
You stepped on it. Girls can be so slow.
That's what John says.
Which one's John?
That one?
You stepped on it again. I think it's dead. Can you save it?
Yes. What it needs is this.
Oh, look at the cleverness of me, Wendy.
You're a narcissist. Of course I did nothing.
Oh, you did a little.
A little. If I am of no use, at least I can withdraw.
Don't withdraw, Wendy. Oh, I can't help crowing when I'm proud of myself, Wendy. One girl is worth 20 boys.
You really think so?
Yes, I do.
That's sweet of you. I shall get up. And you may give me a kiss if you like.
Okay.
Don't you know what a kiss is?
Well, I'll know once you give it to me. Okay. Shall I give you a kiss now?
Sure. Peter, how old are you?
What kind of question is that?
A polite one.
What is polite?
It's like this. I ask you how old you are, and you tell me.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know, but I'm quite young. I ran away the day I was born.
Why?
Well, I heard father and mother talking about what I was to be once I became a man. I don't want to become anything, Wendy. I just always want to be a boy and have fun. So I ran away and lived a long, long time among the fairies.
Fairies? You know them really?
Wendy, when the first baby laughed, for the first time, the laugh broke into 1,000 pieces that all went skipping and dancing about. And that was the beginning of fairies. The ending is a bit more interesting.
What's the ending?
Well, children know such a lot now. Soon they don't believe in things like fairies. And every time a child says, "I don't believe in fairies," a fairy somewhere drops dead and just...
Stop it! Stop!
I can't think of where she's gone. Tinkerbell!
You don't mean to tell me there's a real fairy in this room?
Yes, of course there is. Now listen. Do you hear anything? selected within 7 days, they're sent far away to the Neverland. I'm captain.
Are there no girls there?
Oh no. Girls, you know, are much too clever to get lost and far too valuable to not be collected.
Peter, it's so sweet the way you talk about girls. John despises us.
Which one is John?
That one, don't you remember? Wait, what are you doing? You can't go around killing people you don't like. You're not captain here. Oh, I guess you meant to be kind. You may give me a kiss.
Okay.
That's not what I meant. I meant a flashlight.
What's a flashlight?
It's like this.
Shall I give you a flashlight now?
Yes, thank you. Whoa! What did she say?
She says you silly buffoon. She's funny that way.
Peter, why did you come here?
For the stories. None of us know any stories, Wendy. And your mother was telling me such a lovely story.
Which one?
About the prince who couldn't find the lady with the glass slipper.
Cinderella? Peter, he found her and they lived happily ever after.
Okay then, goodbye.
Wait, where are you going?
To tell the other boys.
Don't go, Peter. I know lots of stories. I know all of them by heart. Oh, the stories I can tell to the boys.
Well, then you're coming with me, and you'll tell us all stories. We'll fly. You'll like it.
But I can't fly.
Well, then you'll learn faster. You'll fall.
Let me go.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course, I'll teach you before we go, Wendy. You'll like it. I promise.
Well, it would be nice to fly. Maybe just a little.
Wendy, just think. When you're here, sleeping in your stupid bed, you could be flying about with me, playing hide and seek with the stars. Oh, and the Neverland, Wendy. There are 1,000,000 golden arrows, all pointing to one place, saying right here is the right place to be. You dream about it, don't you? Well, it's just like that, only better, because everyone's Neverland is their own. Except on the real one, they're all smushed together. It's fantastic. And I bet yours has. Oh, yes. I just bet yours has mermaids on it.
With tails!
Best kind.
Oh, to see a mermaid.
Wendy, you could tuck us in at night. None of us have ever been tucked in. And you could sew us pockets. None of us have any pockets, Wendy. You could be our mother.
Mother, will we be gone very long?
Oh, no, not if you don't wish it.
And my brothers are coming too.
All right.
Get up, Peter Pan is here. He's going to teach us to fly.
Let's get up. Hello.
Michael!
Is it breakfast? I want pancakes.
Better than breakfast, flying.
Can you really fly?
Oh, how sweet.
I am sweet. Oh, I am sweet.
How do you do it?
You just think lovely, wonderful thoughts, and they lift you into the air. Look.
You're doing it too fast. Do it very slowly. Once. I got it now, Wendy. Oil.
I have to blow the fairy dust on you first. Now try. You. Now you try.
I'm good. Look at me.
Now you try.
Oh, I don't think I can. Whoa! This isn't right.
Try again. With me this time.
I do like it. I want to see how it feels to do 1,000,000,000 miles.
Why don't we go out?
That's the best thing you've said so far.
But we've only just learned.
Billions of miles, Michael. Mermaids, Wendy, and pirates.
Pirates! Then let's go at once.
Second to the right and straight on till morning.
They raced on and on until the nursery seemed like long ago. Sometimes it was dark and sometimes light, and now they were cold and again too warm. Certainly they did not pretend to be sleepy. They were sleepy, and the danger, for the moment they shut their eyes, down they fell. The awful thing was, Peter thought this was funny.
Wendy, I just can't keep my eyes open. I just
Well, it's funny, and I'm bored, so keep up.
And then he would suddenly shoot out of sight to have some adventure in which they had no share.
What a jerk.
You have to be nice to him. What if he were to leave us?
We could go back.
You don't know how to.
Well, we could go on.
That's the thing. We should have to, for we don't know how to land.
There it is, the Neverland. Land on that cloud to get a better look.
At home, Neverland was only make-believe. You could put away the chairs and tablecloth and go to sleep knowing that the monsters had been meeting for the night, and all was well. In the make-believe Neverland, you always win. But this is the island come true, and while it seems most familiar,
It
Looks just like I thought it would.
But it was quite different. I want Nana.
What's that?
It is the pirate ship. They must have spotted us.
Who is captain?
James Hook. And listen, if we meet him in open battle, you save him for me.
I swear.
It was a still and silence they have ever known. Is something going to happen? The pirates have fired upon them. It was outward with no candy but Tinkerbell.
Tink was not all bad.
But she was all bad just now.
Berries are so small they only have room for one feeling at a time. At present, she was full of jealousy of Wendy. And what else could poor Wendy do? She called
Peter, John, Michael!
She only got echoing vodka to reply. She did not know yet that Tinkerbell hated her with the fierce hatred of a very young woman. And so bewildered, she followed Tink to her doom.
If you push your ear to the ground, you'll hear the island seething with life.
What's that?
It's dirt.
That's neat.
On this evening, the chief forces of the island were disposed as follows. The Lost Boys were looking for Peter, the pirates were looking for the Lost Boys, the Lost Girl was looking for the pirates, and the great crocodile followed behind them all. All wanted blood, except the Lost Boys, who only wanted Peter.
The Lost Boys lived beneath the ground. This one is the tallest boy who is unexpectedly called Slightly. Slightly is the most confident of the boys. He feels he remembers the days before he was lost.
Yes, I do. Because of that, I know the most stuff about things. Are they gone? Toodles!
Toodles! Here! Where?
Go on.
Toodles is not the least brave, though he is the most unfortunate.
I've been on fewer adventures than the others because big things constantly happen when I've stepped around the corner. Has Peter come back yet slightly?
No, Toodles. No.
Nibs!
I'm Nibs. Nibs is my favorite.
Peter back? Curly!
Curly tries really hard.
So often I've had to deliver up my purse and Peter says, "Stand forth the one who did this thing." That now I stand forth, whether I've done it or not. And also, I am not a girl. I do wish Peter would come back. I was making anxious.
Everything makes you anxious.
It's true.
Yes, I do wish Peter would come back and tell us what he's heard of these women. Cinderella!
Cinderella and the white rat. I'm awfully anxious about Cinderella, although I'm quite confident that my mother was very much like Cinderella, and that is why I'm anxious to find out what happens to her.
We don't talk about mother.
And only when Peter's here. All I remember about my mother is that she often said to my father, "How I wish I had a checkbook of my own."
What is a checkbook?
I remember mine. I remember everything about before I got lost. In fact, I wasn't even lost. I ran away, just like Peter. I remember my mother and how she used to tuck me in at night and touch my nose 3 times, like this. 1, 2, 3. And that meant she loved me best.
Mother loved me best.
No, she didn't. You guys didn't know. No, you guys don't even know how to speak.
I think it's a bird. Yes, that is what I think it is. I think it's a cloud. Can I have that one?
Of course you can. Now you just wait right here.
me, sweetie, it's me.
And that's how she got her name.
Smee, I want their captain, Peter Pan. It was he who cut off my arm. I've waited long to shake his hand with this. I'll shred him to ribbons.
I've often heard you say your hook was useful for combing your hair. or
It's
for-
a hook. The boy fed my arm to a crocodile.
I have noticed your phobia of crocodiles.
Not crocodiles. Just the one crocodile. The creature liked my arm so much it's followed me ever since. From sea to sea, to land, licking its lips for the rest of me.
In a way, it is sort of a compliment.
I want no such compliments. I want Pan who gave the beast a taste for me. The crocodile would have had me by now, but by lucky chance they could swallow a clock. And he goes tick, tick, tick inside him, and in that way I can make my escape. But soon the clock will run down and I will have no more time. I must have Peter Pan. Tick, 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 play now. Villages beneath the ground, the silly brats think they can scare me away. They have no one to tell them what to do, no one to tell them to run and hide.
They must have no mother.
Of course they have no mother, Smee, that's why they're here.
Can I meet a mother?
No! More importantly, they have no captain. Pan must be away. Planning music. We will return to the ship. We will bake the cake. A large, rich cake. Sugar icing. Green sugar icing. We will leave it on the shores of the lagoon. Not having a mother, they don't know how dangerous it is to swim so soon after eating. They will die. Also, we'll poison the ice.
I will want this recipe every time.
Of course, but first, we celebrate.
If I lose touch an island, change the bam.
Is that the crocodile?
No, it's just a little urchin who's outlasted what little useless he has. Come out, my beasties! Summertime!
Oh, Captain, no! So gleeful was Hook,
And so fearful was me.
and so hungry were the pirates.
That none of them would serve the stranger as she approached. Her name was Lily.
Back home, grown-ups have bullied her most unfairly.
No child ever gets over unfairness, and that's why she ran away.
Lily still cannot abide by bullies,
Neither-
even here.
Needless to say, the pirates were her greatest enemies and her one wish.
To destroy them all.
I will pay for them, you monsters!
Now you know what it feels like to be hunted by something bigger than you.
No! No, I need more time! Not yet!
Right behind you, Captain! All right, you line up and at him! Come on, let's go!
Why exactly can't we swim after eating?
Where's Nibs?
Sorry, next.
I saw a great thing! Hiding in the lagoon, I saw a big white bird! It's flying this way!
What kind of bird do you think?
I don't know, but it's so weird and as it flies it moans, poor Wendy.
Yes, grandma birds are often called Wendy's. Oh, there it is.
Tink is back.
Hello, Tink. Is Peter coming soon? Peter wants us to shoot it?
Peter wants us to shoot it.
Let's do what Peter wishes.
Hurry, get the gun and the bullet.
We're not supposed to touch the gun and the bullet.
That's only when Peter's here. Out of the way, everybody. I'll shoot it. I shot the Wendy. Peter will be so pleased. Why is she laughing like that?
This isn't a bird. It's a lady.
A lady? And we have killed her?
Now I see. Peter was bringing her to us.
To take care of us?
Oh.
I did it. When Mother used to come to me in my dreams, I said, "Pretty Mother." But when she really came, I shot her. Goodbye, world!
No.
brought you this wonderful thing. A lady, her name's Wendy, and she knows stories. She will be a mother to you all. Have you seen her? She flew by this way. Peter, I will show you. Stand back all and let Peter see. Wendy? Wendy is dead?
I didn't do it this time.
Perhaps she's frightened that we're dead. Who shot her? I did, Peter. Then you deserve the same fate. Any last words? Don't hit this. Wait! I cannot shoot. There's something stopping me. It's Wendy's hand on my arm. She lives. Peter, Wendy's hand is on your arm.
What is she doing? She's celebrating the death of Wendy.
She told us, you told us to shoot her.
Is that true, Tink? Hey, Tink, the Wendy was alive again.
And you're my friend no more. Be gone from me forever. Oh, okay. Well, not forever, but for a whole week.
Michael, I've been leaving these breadcrumbs on clouds so that whenever we want to go back, we can just...
Oh,
Peter! Hello! Made it!
I see that.
What's Wendy doing?
Is she sleeping?
No,
Is she hurt?
I shot her.
We should get a doctor. Hello?
We don't need one. We are your children! I think so.
Wendy lady! Be our mother!
No, I don't think I can. I'm still a girl. I don't have any experience.
That doesn't matter. What we sorely need is just a nice motherly person.
I don't know if that's what I am.
Please!
Okay. I shall do my best. Now come inside, you naughty children. I'm sure your feet are damp. And before I tuck you in, I have just enough time to finish the story of Cinderella.
They believe Peter himself did not go in.
he had perhaps the most need of a mother, but could admit to it the least.
He told himself that Wendy was necessary for the boys. And of course, as soon as he told himself, it became true. And there was never another thought about it. After time, he fell asleep.
Sometimes he had dreams, and they were more painful than the dreams of other boys. For hours he could not be separated from these dreams, so he wailed piteously in them.
But tonight, when Wendy came to see if all was well, she found him fallen into a dreamless sleep.
He does so need a mother. It is a wonderful thing to play at things.
Like throwing darts at a dartboard. You can hit or miss, but it all goes whizzing through the air at the same time.
And the thrill in that is delicious. Green light, red light.
At first, Wendy did not know what to make of all the attention. Green light, red light. But she soon grew quite addicted to her new status. Green light, red light. Medicine.
There was a certain pride she took in introducing him to medicine.
And she adored them with the way they glowed when she told them about
Enchanted shoes.
and
Gnomes.
who were tailors and
Birds.
that became princes and
White rats.
and everything else.
Prince Charming.
But sometimes in the eager upturned faces of the boys, she saw a longing for something she could not name. We can tell you that the word is love, but she can only think of it as home.
Wendy knew she was a lucky one, for she had a home to go back to and did not wish to forget it altogether.
So she made a pretty little calendar and kept track of the days.
Surely her parents wouldn't mind 1 week.
Well, 1 week was just the time we went to visit our cousins in the country.
In 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks was just the time we went fishing.
Then a month.
Well, a month was just the time our neighbors went on holiday every August.
But the calendar disappeared. She began keeping track of time again, but this time it was a list of all the things she wanted to do with her new life on the island.
Find a pet wolf, teach slightly manners, make a dress of leaves and berries, be kissed, learn to swim, go dancing after dark, win at racing.
Me.
As time wore on, did she think much about the beloved parents she left behind her?
This is a difficult question, for no one can truly tell how time wears on in the Neverland.
She was, after all, still a child, and like a child, she thought that if the list was never finished, she still had days to spend.
She had all the time in the world to do these things, for time in the Neverland ran like an hourglass, tipped on its side.
Scrawled at the very top, underlined 3 times with stars, was one word.
Mermaid! Peter, can we catch one?
We'll have some murders, Rock. You might not like them as much when we meet them. They can be quite dangerous.
Will you protect me?
Yes, of course. Just promise not to get too scared.
Oh, I'll try. Where did the mermaids live again?
Marooners Rock! Why do they live in Marooners Rock?
Because the mermaids like to scavenge the drowned corpse of a sailor.
Sailors around here? Yes. They're left abandoned and chained.
And when the water rises, there's nowhere left for them to go. The water takes their life.
And the mermaids take what's left.
Oh, how frightful!
A change came over the lagoon. It was not so much that night had come, but something darker than night had come.
Pirates! Take cover!
Okie dokie then, let's go. Bring the little girl over here. Our orders are to hoist her onto the rock and then leave her here to drown. Think of it. She'll be marinating in the salty brine for 8 hours. And then she'll be the most delicious little pickle girl. Shut up! I'm here to save you. All you have to do is let me be your mother.
Save me? From what? From dying? I'd rather die on this rock 1,000 times over than go with you and be dressed in pretty dresses and tricked and lied to and told that I will understand when I'm older. That's all grown-ups ever say. And I don't want to understand monsters. Go ahead. Deal me now. I'll relish it.
Try. Okay! Go ahead and pickle her! Leave her alone and let her go!
I'll go see.
Ahoy there!
Captain!
Set the girl free!
Free, but Captain!
Cut her bonds or once or I'll plunge my hook in you! Quit your whining!
Very odd.
Quit your observing! I know, I'm hungry too.
You're always hungry. Come on, you heard the captain. Now, my offer still stands. If you ever need anyone to talk to about, things.
I don't have a mother. I never had a mother. And even if I wanted one, it wouldn't be you. Stay away from me.
Okay, I'll see you later then. Bye-bye. If you see a green cake, don't eat it. She really is lovely.
The game is up. The boys have found a mother. They didn't even touch the green cake. To kill something. Where's that girl? The girl, Lily.
Captain, we let her go.
Let her go.
'Twas your own orders, Captain. You called across the water just to let her go.
I gave no such order. Who gave that order? Who gave that order? No, I gave that order. Who are you, stranger? Speak. I am James Hook, captain of the Jolly Roger. No, you're not. Say that again and I'll gut you where you stand. Well then, Hook, who am I? A codfish. A codfish? Only a codfish. I'm James Hook.
Poison!
A leader of men. A leader of monsters. James, it was James.
rather stay. Something's going to happen here tonight. You'll need my help.
I never need anyone's help.
Neither did I. You saved my life. Why'd you do that anyway?
Wendy wanted me to.
Mother, Wendy. Mothers are overrated, I say. You used to hate them as much as I do.
Oh, I despise them all. Except her.
Because she's not really your mother.
Well, she is because I say she is. That's how it works.
You don't see it, do you?
See what?
The difference. The difference between...
Without meaning to, Lily had quite by accident stumbled upon a very grown-up notion that there was a difference between the things of pretend and real.
It was never spoken of in the Neverland.
Indeed, it is quite impossible to speak of it, as impossible as catching yourself looking away in the mirror. Every time you go to do it, there you are, staring at yourself again.
Was it this sudden understanding that would later cause her downfall? We never know for certain.
Right now, she did exactly what Peter would do. She forgot.
Well, you should know that your mother got too big for the tunnel, so those boys made it bigger for her. And about anything you get in there now, I wouldn't tell us the pirates out tonight, and they know where you live, so watch out. And tell her to stop getting older. It's screwing everything up. Grown-ups always do.
None of us are getting any older.
She plays mother. You play father. You don't see a problem with this? You're a piece of work, Peter Pan.
Hey, thanks. You're a piece of work, too. Just let me know when the pirates come.
I'll let you know when they're once and for all finally dead. Maybe then things will get back to normal.
Let's go below ground and see if Lily's predictions are coming true. Below ground was about the close quarters.
Oh, I wish I didn't have any children at all. I hear your father's step. Let's greet him at the door.
I brought us back a treat. Nuts. Nuts.
Do you have any real food?
What do you mean, John?
What I mean, nuts are great.
Peter, all you do is spoil them. Children, what do we say?
Thank you, Father. Well, you are most welcome. Father, we want to dance. Then dance away, my little man, but we want you to dance. Oh, me, my old bones would rattle.
And Mommy, too? The mother is such an artful dance.
Yes, that's just what mothers of uncles do,
I
especially
know
on Saturdays.
Well, since it's Saturday, Peter?
Then we must have music.
Now, can we have our story?
All right, get into your night things. Wait, Peter. Mothers and fathers don't have to go to bed yet.
But it's only a game, isn't it? That I'm their father?
Well, yes.
Good. Because, you see, it would make me seem so very old to be the real father.
But they're ours, Peter. Yours and mine.
But also they're not.
Not if you don't wish it.
I don't.
Peter, what are your exact feelings for me?
Those are a devoted son, Wendy.
That's what I thought.
Huh. You are so puzzling. There's something or other that you want to be to me. But I don't think it's my mother.
No, it isn't.
Then what is it? Tell me!
Oh, I can't tell you. I just can't.
Then perhaps Tink shall tell me. Hey, Tink! Do you know what Wendy wants to be to me?
Oh, yes. Tink will tell you. She's always hanging all over you. It's positively shameful.
Do you know what Wendy wants to be to me? Hey!
I agree with her.
Wendy, you don't ever want to leave here, do you?
Well, no. But we've been gone awfully long. I tried to make another calendar, but I don't know when it is. And I'm starting to forget things about mother and father.
You're supposed to forget, Wendy. You're supposed to stay, and what is when? We are in our night things.
All right, get into bed. I have a new story for you tonight. Once, there was a gentleman.
I wish you were a lady.
I wish you were a white rat.
Now, stop interrupting. And there was a
Excuse
lady.
me for interrupting, Mother, but you say there was a lady. You mean there was a lady also, don't you? She didn't get shot, did she?
Oh, no.
I'm awfully glad she's not dead. Darling. Are you blood slightly?
Yes.
Are you blood curly?
Yeah.
Are you blood John?
Well, of course. Go ahead, Wendy.
Now, the man's name was Mr. Darling, and the lady's name was Mrs. Darling.
I knew them.
No, you didn't, but I did.
John, you can't know anything. Besides, it's just a story.
They were married, you know. And do you know what they had?
White rats?
No. They had 3 children, and these 3 children had a faithful nurse called Nan.
Was Nana a white rat?
No, Michael.
Was not a good name for anything else.
Well, one night, was it Mr. Darling or Mrs. Darling? No, it was Mr. Darling. He got angry and chained up Nan outside. So the children flew away. They flew away to Neverland where the Lost Boys are.
I just thought they did. I don't know how it is, but I thought they did.
Oh, Wendy, was one of the Lost Boys called Toodles?
Yes, and Curly and Slightly and Nibs. Now, I want you to consider the feelings of poor Darling parents when their children flew away. Think of the empty bed.
It's awfully sad.
I don't see how it can have a happy ending.
I'm anxious. Are you anxious slightly?
Yes.
Quite. I'm trying to concentrate.
Now, our heroine knew that her mother would always leave the window open for her children to fly back. So they stayed away for years and had a lovely time.
Did they ever go back?
Now, let us peep into the future. Years rolled on, and who was this elegant lady of uncertain age alighting on a rooftop? Could it be the fair Wendy? Yes, it is. And who are these 2 elegant, portly figures accompanying her, now grown to man's estate? Could they be John and Michael? Yes, they are. See here, brother, says Wendy, pointing upward. The window is standing open. So the children flew to their dear father and darling mother, and pen cannot describe the happy scene at which we draw the veil. Peter, what's the matter?
You know, I used to think just like you, Wendy, that my mother would always leave the window open for me. So I stayed away for moons and moons and moons. And when I flew back, my window was barred. My mother had forgotten all about me, and there was another little boy sleeping in my bed.
That is why you cry in your sleep.
No, that is the truth about mothers.
And you remember all that?
Yes.
Wendy! Let's go home.
Yes, let's go home. Right now? Yes. Peter, will you make the necessary arrangements?
If you wish it, can't you stay? Why do you have to? I don't understand. If the window will be closed, you should just stay here.
It will be worse than before she came.
We shan't let her go. She's not going anywhere. She's staying.
Listen! I'm just Toodles and nobody minds me much, but the first who doesn't behave to Wendy like a real gentleman will get shot in the head. Now apologize.
I'm sorry.
Toodles, thank you. That was very brave.
Not brave, just scared. Wendy, Lily Mae will make sure you get through the forest safely, and then Tink will fly you the rest of the way across the sea.
Tink, come out and take us home. She says she won't.
Tinkerbell, now! I have better things to do here!
Come with me, all of you. We are trying by your windows. And if we can't for some reason, I'm sure I can get my mother and father to adopt you.
Won't we be such a handful?
Absolutely not.
But what if your window is closed?
It mustn't be. It simply mustn't be.
I'm sure my window will be open.
Of course it will.
Peter, can we go?
All right. We'll get your things. Peter, get your things.
No, I'm not going with you.
Yes, Peter. To find your mother.
I can do very well without. I always have. She'll only say that I'm old now in any case. And besides, I just want to be a boy and have fun.
But, Peter.
No.
Peter isn't coming.
What? Does that mean we have to stay?
Of course not. And if you find your mothers, I hope you like them. Now, quit crying. Tink, are you ready? Then lead the way.
What just happened?
It was the battle. Lily thought the pirates might try for tonight.
Who won?
If Lily won, we'll hear her shriek. Yeah! I'm sorry to have missed it. You should be quite safe now, Wendy.
Don't forget to sleep in a bed under the sheet.
I'll sleep where I want.
And don't forget to take your medicine.
Put it and get out!
Goodbye, Peter.
No. I will not take my stupid medicine. I will not sleep in my stupid bed. And I will not cry. I will not cry. Instead, I will laugh. Ha! Ha! Ha!
It is no part of ours to describe what was a massacre rather than a fight, and what to extent Hook is to blame on this occasion is for the historian to decide. Elation must have been in his heart, but the night's work was not yet over. Thus defenseless, Hook found him.
Pan all alone. Is that your medicine? How deliciously apt. This pan is a dreadful drug. Distilled of all the dreadful drugs ever discovered, and utterly unknown to science. Quite possibly the most virulent poison in all existence. This, against a sleeping child.
Hook stood silent, biting his breath, which had almost left him.
What is it about you, Pan? True, you flung mine onto the crocodile. Was that good form? Oh, but it never really matters with you, does it? You just decide and then you do it. No regard for the past, no regard for the future. Only youth and innocence and heartlessness. Cockiness! Even in your darkest hour, abandoned by your friends, cockiness! For that, Pan, for that you must die! Don't you see? James Hook is doing you a favor.
His hand shook, but it was an exultation rather than shame. Was this not indeed bad form?
No. It would be bad form not to warn you of the poison in your medicine. There's poison in your medicine, Peter. There. That is good form.
And Peter slept on.
What is it? Tink? Tink, is it an adventure? Tell me. Tink? Tink.
Pirates! Good boy!
Wendy, too? And Lily? Oh, Tink, we have to save them all. This is an excellent plan. And then they'll stay. But medicine first for extra strength. Wendy would like that.
Poison!
Wendy wouldn't do that, Tink.
Hook!
I never even fell asleep. Tink! Tink! Tink, the mouth. Tink? Tink? Oh, and what's poison? Oh, Tink! Tink, you're light! Tink, you're light! It's going out! Tink, I'm believing you. It's not working! Tink, what do we do? Tink, children! Believe! Charlotte, do you believe in her?
And then Peter did what he always does. He forgot.
And now save Wendy. Hooker me this time!
He was dreadfully, awfully, wonderfully, frightfully excited, but when he reached the pirate ship in time,
One green light squinting over Kidd's Creek marked where the brig the Jolly Roger lay. Low in the water, a rakish-looking craft, foul to the hull. Every beam in its detestable light crown strewn with mangled feathers.
She was the cannibal of the seas and floated immune in the horror of her name. But on this night, though her belly was full of innocent children, she was possessed of her own dark shadow. Even in this, his hour of triumph, Hook could not rest easy in his soul.
I am James Hook, captain of the Jolly Roger, and I have defeated Peter Pan. Silence. Night and silence. Will no one cheer? Play something melancholy.
Hook was not even his real name. You would surely recognize it were we to tell you as that of a small, quiet one who sat at the back of the class, knew all the answers and was hated for it. He was a lonely child who grew to be a lonely man who only ever wanted to be told he was good. And when nobody told him, he became very, very bad.
I'm famed far and wide. It isn't good form to crave such attention. No, it is not.